Okay, so we found out that most states will probably require people on PUA to perform work search requirements, which should be the same as regular UC as well as PUC and extended benefits in your specific state. So what I wanted to go over is frequently asked questions as well as clarifications, changes, not necessarily probably changes, but things that you didn't expect. I know when I was going through these questions, I was reading the question and I didn't know the answer. So I figured it would probably be helpful to share this information. And again, I'm getting this from the state of Oregon, and I'll put a resource in the link in the description below. So definitely check out your state to make sure that your state is either adhering to the same requirements or maybe they're doing something completely different, which, as we know, states typically tend to do. So as we know, PUA was built specifically for people that are self-employed, independent contractors, gig workers, etc. However, as we know, there are some people that maybe had jobs, but they didn't qualify for regular unemployment because, well, it doesn't matter why. So as an alternative, because they didn't apply for regular unemployment, they did have the option to apply for PUA. So we do have a mix of people that are employees as well as self-employed people on PUA. So we'll go over specific work search requirements based depending on which bucket you are in, whether you're an employee or self-employed. So let's go through these hopefully quickly. And again, the resource is in the description below. So I'm getting PUA and I'm currently self-employed or in the process of reopening my business. What work search requirements do I have to meet? Okay, if you are receiving PUA and are self-employed, you are required to actively look for work during every week that you continue to claim and document what you do. As a self-employed person, actively looking for work means steps to reestablish your business. To be considered actively seeking for work, you must do both of the following. Devote at least 40 hours a week to working for reestablishing your business and maintain any records of invoices and efforts necessary to maintain your business. We may request proof of your efforts to reestablish your business at any time. If you do not take these steps to reestablish your business and report your efforts as required, your claim will be denied and your benefits will stop. Oh, you must also have to pay additional penalties if you provide false or misleading information on purpose. So I'm getting PUA, but I'm not self-employed. I am an employee of someone else. What work search requirements do I have to meet? And this is what you need to do. Make 2 direct employer contacts per week. This includes any attempt to inquire about a job using the preferred method of the employer. Complete 3 additional work search activities per week. And obviously, again, this is the state of Oregon. So bullet point number 2 might be different depending on your state. So if you are on PUA and you have every intention of getting a job, or if you were a past employee, in order to collect unemployment for PUA, you must perform the work search requirements based on the state that you live in. This is a good one. I'm getting PUA and was going to start a new job before COVID, but was not able to work. What search requirements do I have to meet? Oh, this is a tricky one. Okay, so you must... so if you are in this situation, then you must follow the work search requirements based on your state for those that are collecting regular unemployment, PUC, or extended benefits. If I'm self-employed, how do I document my efforts to reestablish my business to meet the work search requirements? And, invoices, bank statements, advertising, emails, correspondence, bid proposals. So this is good. At least they give us an example of some things that you could kind of do as someone that is self-employed. So that's good. If I'm not self-employed, how do I document my work search requirements to meet these requirements? So if you are not self-employed and you're looking to get a job, you must document all of the following for every week that you claim. Date that you contact the employer, company name, company location, online job posting, ID number, how you contacted the company, the type of work or position you applied for, and the current status. And then again, little disclaimer, if you do not look for work and report your efforts as required, your claim will be denied and your benefits will stop, and you may have to pay an additional penalty if you provide false or misleading information on purpose. Not self-employed, but I'm currently working for someone else part-time. Am I still required to report work search activities? Yes, you are currently. If you are currently working part-time and filing for weekly benefits, you are required to report work search activities. Now, I did read, I don't know if it was specifically for Pennsylvania or maybe it was another state, that if you do work part-time, you only have to do half the amount of work search activities. But again, definitely check out your specific state for details. So again, I just want to keep reiterating, this is the state of Oregon. However, I'm sure that most states will follow suit or follow similar, the state will answer similar questions the same way as Oregon is. Hopefully that made sense. Oh my goodness, this is a long one. If I'm not self-employed, I've been temporarily laid off from my employer, am I required to report work search activities? This is actually a question I was actually looking into. So yeah, I haven't even checked out this answer yet, but it's pretty extensive and it looks like they give a couple of examples. Okay, so here we go. If fewer than 4 full calendar weeks pass between the day that you are laid off and the day that you return to work, you do not have to look for work and report work search activities. However, I guess if it's more than that, then you must have to. So it says you are considered temporarily laid off if no more than 4 full calendar weeks pass between becoming temporarily unemployed and returning to work. You must confirm the specific date that you will be returning to work with your employer. And then they give some examples. So for this one, only 3 full weeks pass between your last day of work and your return date. So you're considered temporarily laid off. So in that case, you are not required to look for work and report work search activities for the week that you file. However, it looks like for this one, there's like 5 weeks in between the last day that you worked and when you are expected to go back to work. They're saying that you would be required to look for work. Wow, that's a shame. That's really a shame that you have to look for a job, even though you kind of have one. But anyway, I'm glad I'm going over these because I honestly didn't know the answers to some of these. So hopefully this is helpful. And what I might do is I might create a separate video for each of these questions just so make things just a little bit cleaner. Because I know I'm kind of going through this very quickly. I'm considered high risk for COVID, or I'm caring for a family member who's considered high risk. Am I required to report work search activities? And it says you are still required to look for work that you are willing and able to do and to report your work search activities for the week that you file. You should have the recent training or experience for the work that you're looking for. So that's an interesting answer. I'm worried about close contact with the public. Am I required to report work search activities? Yes. I was previously working part-time. Am I only required to look for part-time work going forward? Oh, good. Another good question. You must look for work that you're willing and able to do. We understand that some people may only be able to work part-time. However, you are required to look for and accept work that is full-time, part-time, or temporary. So that's interesting. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. I know that I learned a lot. Hopefully I didn't read everything too fast, but I just wanted to kind of get through them as quickly as I could. And again, the resources in the description below. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.